feeding management of sheep and goat. Regarding the introduction, as we know that these small ruminants are moving bank of and a mean of investment for the marginal farmers. So as we know that the total cost of feeding on livestock production, that is about 70%, which directly affect the economy of the farmers. So regarding the goat, as we know that they are the bruisers, and they prefer to eat the selective and nutritious part of the plant like leaves and shrubs. And about sheep, they are the grazers, and they prefer graze on the grasses and forbs. Regarding this management or this feeding management of sheep and goat, it involves providing the balanced nutrition through a combination of high quality forage such as grasses, legumes, along with the supplemental concentrate, minerals, and vitamins. So, for a successful this sheep and goat management and feeding management, it involves understanding of nutrients. It is very important that we should understand the nutrient requirement of the these small ruminants, and along with this considering other factors like cost of the feed, availability of the feed, and according to the animal specific stage like growth, pregnancy, and lactation. So considering and keeping in mind all these things, we can able to formulate a balanced nutrition for the these small ruminants. Now, general terms which are being generally used in animal nutrition, because it will help you to understand the other coming slides. So first of all, we shall discuss what is roughages. Roughages, these are the feeds which contain more than 18% crude fiber and less than 60% TDN. Then concentrate, these are the feeds which containing less than 18% crude fiber and more than 60% TDN. That is the reverse to their of roughage. Then ration is that amount of feed which an animal receive in 24 hours. Then fodder, these are the agriculture feed stuffs which are used specifically to feed the livestock. Then forages, these are the part of plant which are being eaten by the livestock. Legumes, these are the plant of the leguminous family which are rich in protein and they are being cultivated for the livestock feeding. And then non-leguminous fodder, these are the that member of the they are not the member of they are non-legume fodders which cannot be able to fix the atmospheric nitrogen, so they are low in protein content. Then pasture, this is a field. It's a field where the animals are being grazed. Then silage. These are the fermented these green fodders which are being ensilaged in the silo. Then hay. These are the dried grass or other plants which are being cut and they are dried and being used it to feed the animals. Then another word is this term is hume. These are the agriculture byproducts and stems of animals that have been used to feed as a source of feed to the livestock. Straw, then these are the crop residue consisting of dry stems and leaves which are left after the harvest of cereal, legumes, and other crops. Then crop residues, these are the plant material which are left on the field after harvesting. Next, we will discuss about the feeding management of the goat. As we know that the feeding management of goat, it depends on the difference. It has to be the ration of the this goat has to be formed according to the physiological condition of the animal. So we have to formulate it for different groups of animal of the goat. First is feeding of breeding dose. If we have sufficient amount of good posture is available there, then there is no need to supply concentrate mixture. But in case of poor grazing condition, we have to supply 150 to 350 gram of concentrate per animal per day, depending on the age of the animal. Then feeding of the pregnant animal. Pregnant animal should be allowed it good posture for 4 to 5 hours per day. And their ration must be supplemented with the available green fodder at the rate of 5 kg per head per day. Now, regarding the feeding of the pregnant animal, during this period, they should be allowed to graze on the good quality pasture for 4 to 5 hours per day. And in addition to that, grazing, concentrate ration mixture can be given at the rate of 250 to 350 gram per animal per day. And their ration must be supplemented with available green fodder at the rate of about 7 kg per head per day. And now feeding of kid as the feeding of those during kidding time. As the kidding is approaching or immediately after the kidding, the grain allowance of grain should be reduced, and the dry roughage amount of dry roughage, good quality roughage should be increased, and that should be given free of choice. Then soon after kidding, the doe must give enough amount of portable warm water. And during this period, the feed should be bulky and laxative feed, which must be included in the ration during the first few days. And it can be prepared by a mixture of wheat bran and barley or oat or maize in the ratio of 1:1. Then feeding of lactating does. It should be followed in the pattern that 6 to 8 hour grazing plus 10 kg of cultivated green fodder per day, or we can follow 6 to 8 hour grazing plus 400 gram of concentrate mixture per day, or 6 to 8 hour grazing plus 800 gram of good quality legume hay per day should be given. Now, discussing about the feeding of non-pregnant does. If the availability of pasture is good, then there is no need to supply extra concentrate mixture. But if the grazing is poor, then we have to give 150 to 200 gram of concentrate to the pregnant does. Now, feeding of kids, it's very important that feeding of from birth to 3 months of age. Immediately after birth, the young one should be given colostrum. As we know that colostrum, it contains all the essential nutrient and the antibodies which help in protecting this young one from infectious diseases. So after birth, the young one should be kept with the mother for 2 to 3 days, so that it will get accessible milk from the mother. Then after 3 days and up to weaning, the kids must be fed milk 2 to 3 times per day. And from 2 weeks of age, they should be trained to eat green roughages, which will help in developing the rumen of this animal. So at 1 month of age, the young one should be given concentrate mixture. That should be given in the form of creep feed. Now colostrum feeding of kid just after the delivery of the young one. The young one should be allowed to suck the first milk, that is colostrum, first 3 to 4 days, so that they can get sufficient amount of colostrum. And this colostrum, it help in improving the immunity and reduce the rate of mortality in this young one. So if mother colostrum is not available, then cow colostrum is also efficient for the kids. It should be given at the rate of 100 ml per kg of live weight. This is the feeding schedule for kid and lambs from birth to 90 days. From first to 3 days, colostrum should be given at the rate of 300 ml 3 times a day. And when the age of the kid reaches 4 to 14 days, then dam milk or cow milk should be given at the rate of 350 ml 3 times per day. And when the age reaches 15 to 30 days, then the dam milk or cow milk, it should be 350 ml, 3 feeding, and pre-feeding and green fodder should be should be given in a little amount. Then after 31 to 60 days, the dam milk and cow milk should be given at the rate of 400 ml, and it should be timing of feeding should be reduced to 2 times. We can give 2 times of. Then creep feed 100 to 150 gram, and green forage should be given in free choice. Then at the age of when the kid reaches 61 to 90 days, then dam milk and cow milk can be given at the rate of 200 ml, 2 feeding. Creep feeding 200 to 250, and green gas can be given free of choice. Now, discussing about the creep feeding, it's for kids is very important, because creep feeding should be started from 15 days to up to age when the kids reach it at the age of 2 to 3 months. It should be given at the rate of 550 to 100 gram per animal per day. It should contain at least 22% of protein. Now, what are the advantages of this creep feed? First, it encourages the early consumption of solid food, and then it provides supplemental nutrient, essential nutrient, which will help in improving the rapid body weight gain of the young one. It will help in promoting early weaning. This is the composition of the creep feed, which we can formulate according to the availability of the ingredients. It may varies from region to region. I had composite this creep feeding in this form, that maize should be, if you have to include maize, it should be 40%. Then groundnut cake, it should be 30%. Wheat bran 10%. De-oiled bran, that should be 13%. Molasses 5%. Mineral mixture 3%, 2%, sorry, and salt should be used at the rate of 1%. Now, discussing about the feeding management of the sheep. It is almost similar, but still there are little bit differences in the formulation of ration of the sheep. So flushing, first of all, for the breeding use, flushing ration is very important, because flushing ration, it is the extra ration which should be given to the this breeding use before 2 to 3 weeks before the onset of breeding. It help in increasing the rate of ovulation. It help in increasing the conception rate, and it brings the ewe in to heat early, thereby giving early lambs. And it is effective in bringing the ewes in heat more nearly on the same time for more uniform lambs. It also help in increasing the lambing rate or an incidence of multiple birth in the flock. Now, what kind of ration we can suggest for flashing? We can give good mixture, good quality pasture, legumes and grasses, and grass pasture. Plus, we can give wheat bran at the rate of 150 gram per day per head per day. Then grass, this pasture plus 250 gram of grains or 450 gram of oil cakes can also be given. And in case of legume hay, if you are giving, then then 100 gram of, along with that, we can add 100 gram of wheat bran or any grain at the rate of 150 to 200 gram. Then green fodder can be given at the rate of 10% of body weight, and concentrate ration, this ration should be given at the rate of 150 to 200 gram per head per day. Now, feeding of ewes during the early and mid pregnancy. Good feeding during gestation is very important for this healthy and strong lamb. If this feed is inadequate or defective, it may lead to cause weakness of the lamb, or this death, even death of the lambs. It help in increasing the number of strong, healthy lambs. It prolongs the productivity life of the ewes, and it also improves the wool quality. of the sheep, and it help in reducing the incidence of lambing paralysis. So this feeding of early and mid pregnancy is very essential, very important. So these suggested rations during this period, they are, first of all, we have to graze the pregnant animal on the good pasture if there is availability, and 1 to 2 gram of sorghum silage in any form which is available in your particular region, you can give it, plus legume hay half to 1 kg per head per day can be given. Then at libitum, supply of maize or sorghum plus 50 gram of cake or any kind of concentrate cake can be given. Now, grazing on the stables and harvested feed, if you are practicing this method, then we have to supply 100 gram of concentrate or oil cakes per head per day. Now, feeding of ewes during the late pregnancy. During a ration for this late pregnant ewes, the ration must be supplemented with the available green fodder at the rate of 5 kg per head per day. Then lack of, if the this ration is lack in energy, it may leads to cause pregnancy toxemia. So it should be keep in mind that the ration of the late this ewes which are in late pregnancy, the ration must be contain sufficient amount of energy in that. So we can give molasses or grains which may include barley, maize, oat, which can be given at the rate of 25 gram per animal per day we can give in. So when the EU must get this sufficient amount of green fodder, that should be at around 7 kg per head per day. This green fodder must be received. Then 600 gram of quality legumes hay or 300 gram of concentrate can be given, which should contain 12 to 14% DCP and 65 to 70% TDN it should be given during the last 45 days of pregnancy. Now, feeding of ewe at lambing time. As lambing time approaches, the grain allowance should be reduced, as we had discussed it in the this goat feeding schedule also, and the roughage, good quality roughage amount of it should be increased. And after pasteurization, the ration of the ewes may be gradually increased. And bulky and laxative feeds must be included in the ration for first few days just after pasteurization. And a mixture of wheat bran, barley, or oat or maize in the ratio of 1:1 can be given. Soon after lambing, it should be ensured that the ewe must get sufficient amount of this potable warm water. Feeding of lactating ewes. The ration of lactating ewes must be supplemented in order to maintain the adequate milk and protection necessary for the rapid growth of lamb. So it is very essential to formulate a well-balanced ration for the lactating ewes, and the daily pasture requirement that can be replaced at 50% by 450 gram of good hay or 1.5 kg of silage or 250 gram of grains. Then feeding of cultivated green fodders should be given at the rate of 10 kg per head per day sufficient, or we can give 400 kg of concentrate mixture for 75 days after lambing beside 6 hours of daily grazing. Then feeding of rams for the breeding. As we know that this feeding of ram is also very important. So ram in the normal condition, they require some additional nutrient. Balanced ration should be given to the ram during the breeding season. If the common practice is allowed, then the ram, when the ram is being grazed with the ewes, so the Ram must be allowed it to get the same ration at that of the use. That is sufficient. But in separate feeding practices, if we can give 300 to 500 gram of concentrate mixture, and that may be consisted in 3 part of that may be formulated by using 3 part of oat or barley, or 1 part of maize, or 1 part of this wheat per day. That can be given. This is the feeding along the concentrate rate of concentrate which we have to give into the these ruminants, these small ruminants. That depends on the body weight. If the body weight of the animal is up to 12 kg, then when a legume fodder is available, that it should be given 25 to 50 gram at the rate. And when legume fodder is not available, that concentrate should be increased. It should be 200 to 300 grams per animal per day. Then when the body weight is increased from 12 to 15 kg, then when legume fodder is available, it can be given 50 gram. But in case of when legume fodder is not available, then concentrate ration should be 300 kg. We have to give 300 grams. Sorry. Then when the body weight of the animal reaches from 15 to 25 kg, then the legume fodder should be given at the rate of 100 gram. And when legume fodder is not available, it is 400 gram of concentrate can be given. Now, when the body weight of the animal reaches from 25 to 35 kg, then legume fodder, when if they are available, then then the concentrate can be given at the rate of 150 gram. But if legume fodder is not available, then around 600 gram of concentrate must be given to the animal. There are different, as we know that there the feeding system of the goat and sheep. There are different feeding system, which includes tethering, extensive system of feeding, semi-intensive system, and intensive system. Now, one by one, we shall discuss in next slide. Tethering. If we discuss about tethering, it is the method in which the animal is being tied up, as it has been showing the picture also, that the animal is being tied with the rope with a length of 3 to 5 meter of length, and that permits the animal to browse over a limited area, and it can be practiced for a small number of animals when there is 1 or 2 goat or sheep is there in. So you can browse that. You can you can apply this method. It will help in utilizing the grass of your backyard area में जो आपकी grasses या this residues होती है, तो you can graze the animal through this method, through this tethering method. It is easy to rear the goat at a very low resource. Then extensive system of feeding. Extensive in this system, the farmless, landless, farmers, small landless farmers, they use it to take their sheep and goat in flocks to graze their animals in the hilly areas, in the pasture lands. And this where they can browse or these graze the animals for 6 to 8 hours per day. The advantage of this extensive system is the use of low resources. Then it is less expensive. It is easy and convenient, and it also helps in increasing the fertility of the soil, because when the animals move in the land, in the pasture land, they drop their manures and urine. That will help in increasing the fertility of the fertility of the soil. As the slide, these pictures in the slide is showing different animals being grazed in the extensive method. Limitation and disadvantage: fluctuation is in availability of feed, which varies from region to region and season to season. Then poor nutrition availability to the animal due to restricted grazing. Then due to extreme weather condition and less nutrition soil, the natural potential of the range of animal. So these are the limitation and disadvantage of the extensive system of feeding. This is the semi-intensive system. In this system, it is a combination of extensive and intensive. We feed the animal, uh, uh, graze the animal for 4 to 6 hours in the grazing area, and after that, in the evening, the animals are. We bring the animals back into the stall, and they are offered with the roughage concentrate mixture. The level of and availability of nutrition is better as compared to that of the extensive system in this semi-intensive system. The advantage is the animal meet their nutrient requirement both in the stall feeding as well grazing, because in this system we graze the animal in a combination method. Then in this method there is better utilization of the cultivated forage during the lean period. So more profit can be gained due to less labor input. Then intensive system of feeding. In this method, the animals are being kept in the stall. And the green fodder concentrate, what we are giving, we give the feed and fodder in the stall only, and the animals are kept in the stall for the whole day. The advantages of this intensive system is uh, animal performance of the animal is improved because they get balanced ration. Then they can able to get optimum nutrition. Then the infestation of the parasite, that is reduced in this method. Maturation of the animal get early. Then percentage of twinning is also increased in this method. The dressing percentage is also improved in this intensive system of feeding. Now there are some disadvantages. It is more labor and capital cost. The cost of labor and other expenses in this intensive system is very expensive as compared to other system like extensive and other semi-intensive method. Then exercise of the animal is restricted because the animal cannot able to move to move. Uh, so they cannot able to get good exercise as in case of extensive where the animals can able to walk for grazing to a long distance daily. So in this intensive system, they cannot able to get this proper exercise. So these are the disadvantages of the this method of extensive method.